Well, coffee time friends, how y'all doing? Mom and I are just wrapping up a wonderful brunch. Mama, tell them about your brunch. You have goodies. We had breaded steak, little cubes for breakfast.
And some biscuits.
And some biscuits. And I had eggs. Mama didn't have that. Mama just had the steak.
I just had steak biscuits.
Tell me about your steak, Mama.
I found it. It was
She found it on the side of the road.
It was Tyson. It said chicken fried steak.
And we're not sponsored by Tyson, but we're liking a lot of their stuff. So she was at the Dollar General.
Mm-hmm.
And show them your half. Mama's eating half of her piece. And this is what it looks like. Now, it may look like those General old frozen steaks. And Mama said it could be. She didn't know, but she bought it. But I'm telling you, it's better than the steaks I have tried in the past year or so, which I don't eat a lot of biscuits out. When you got a mama who fixes delicious biscuits, you don't have to go to the biscuit shops to get many biscuits. But I had one probably 5 months ago, and I thought I'll never get it again. And I'm not even going to tell you where I got it from because it wasn't what it used to be. But these are good.
Yeah, they're good.
And a product review here. Yeah, and a product review here. It's the Tyson. Can you remember the name?
Mm-hmm. I'll do it.
She can remember it, but she's going to go get it.
Tyson Southern. No. That's the tender ones.
Anyway, the Dollar General has these. I'll show you a picture of the bag. It's just the Tyson's Country Fried Steak. Fully cooked.
Didn't have Southern on it.
It don't have Southern on it. It's fully cooked country fried steak from Tyson. And there's a picture of it on there. And it looks pretty much like that here. Mm-hmm. But it didn't have that, I don't know what you call it, or the best way to describe it. But it didn't have that frozen flavor. Didn't have it. It tasted, if Mama hadn't told me, it's kind of like the Southern Fried Chicken tenderloins. If she hadn't told me, I would have said, Mama, did you break this steak up? But it's very good. So, in a product review, that's that. Now, we're not in our proper location today.
I'm out.
Mama's over there in her usual seat. Mama always sits here. Mama's always, since I was a child, sat right there. That's her spot. Daddy always sat right here, where I'm sitting. And the island was shorter then. And I sat right where y'all are sitting, basically. So this was our seats. Well, Mama needed more counter spaces. We have complained a little bit ever since we've had this kitchen. We have a huge kitchen. Mama used to say, I've got the biggest kitchen I've ever had, and I've got the least counter space. Because the kitchen counter space is just L-shaped. It came from right here. I'll show you. You got to see a dirty dish. No, they're all clean. It came from right there where that pantry is, over to the corner, over to here to the refrigerator. So every time you put a refrigerator, you put a stove. You have that corner, which you can't do a lot with. Then you have a sink. She didn't have much counter space. Never has. So we had a little area over here, and we added on. You know, you all were with us then. This has been since. Now the bread's out, but that's because we just bought it. So over there, we added on 4 top cabinets, 4 narrow. Well, they're actually 2 cabinets with 4 doors. And 2 drawers, 2 cabinets at the bottom. That really helped because we was able to move some stuff over there, but it still didn't give her any workspace. So she wanted an island extension. So we doubled the size of the island. So that would put me over there, way down there. So when I moved back over here permanent like, I moved down here, didn't I, Mom?
Yeah.
Mama said, you ain't going to sit down there, are you? One time I said, Mama, this is my seat. She said, you're too far away. Get down here. So, and it helped not having that empty chair here too, did it, Mama?
Oh, yeah.
So that's the reason we're sitting off today, because we basically just had brunch and decided to go live. This is a part of that massive planning that we do. Mama said, should have planned on brushing her hair if you had.
I would have cleaned up better.
Mama's hair always looks just a little different. And I said, Mom, your hair looks fine. And she said, I'm not brushed it and fixed it. I said, but it looks fine.
It's messy.
It looks natural.
Yeah, it is natural.
So what are y'all up to today? We are up to little. I've got some chores I'm going to do. I've got laundry I'm going to do. I've got ironing to catch up on. Those things, just weekend work, just your basic weeknight weekend work. That's about it. Gonna go outside, gonna soak up some sunshine. And then we're gonna Mama's got a big event today. Mom, you want to tell about your big event today?
Oh, a class reunion.
A class reunion. Is this from the class of 01?
01. 2001. Yes. I like to be graduated then.
I'll tell you a funny story. I made Mama mad the other night. We had a meeting. We had to give her a social security number. And he said, Miss Davis, I need your social security number. And I said, it's 0000001. And he laughed. And Mama said, no, it's not 01, it's 3, because Adam and Eve had the first 2. She's sharp. She's sharp.
He tried to say us before.
And she said, it's not 01. And I thought she was going to fuss. She said, Adam and Eve had 01, 02. They had to give me 03.
Yeah.
Look at her being smart. When I'm being smart. That was another one of those times I just had to shut up and sit down, didn't I, Mama?
Yeah. Tell me I was 01.
I said, it's 00001. That's mean, wasn't it, Mama?
Yeah. Time I'm old.
Mama, I just hope I live to be as young as you sometime.
Yeah.
You can run circles around me, and you always do. You do, literally. I mean, they seen you be slipping in under my arm up to your weapon counters and everybody else. So Mama's going to get ready and go to, it's daytime, isn't it?
2 to 4 today.
Oh, it's really day.
It's just going to be a get-together. It ain't a big to-do, no dinners. They may have finger food. So
Oh, okay.
it's not going to be a big to-do.
We got a mum. We did get one little lonely mum out there. Bought it from school. So, couldn't tell the kid no. I wouldn't want to because I want to support the schools any way we can. So when she said, anybody want, I said, yes, I want to support the school. So they were like $15, but it's a pretty mum. It's yellow. And I guess I'm just old-fashioned. I don't like a lot of the mums they have these days. Now, they're pretty. And if you have them, this ain't no hate, situation. I like them. I think they're beautiful, especially those multicolored ones. I don't know how they've managed to do that. I don't know if there's that many mums in there, if they've crossed them some way. But, there's mums out there that's got all the colors in them, and they're beautiful. But when I think about fall, when it's hot in July, I'm thinking, can't wait till fall. I think about yellow and white mums, and I think about pumpkins of all colors. I love blue pumpkins. I love
White ones. We have had some pretty white ones. Oh, you're fussing at me.
No, Mama, where you see? Get that lemon full crackled up there. I think about yellow mums, white mums, pumpkins of all colors, bright orange ones, frosted ones, blue ones, white ones. I love them all. I even like the mixed match mums. I'm not a fan of the purple. I used to like the burgundy a little bit, but it don't seem like they weather as well. Do you think?
Mm-mm.
But the good old-fashioned yellow mums that my granny always had on her porch and my mom always had on her porch, that's where my mind goes to. It's just a traditional thing. What's your favorite color, Mama?
I say yellow and then orange.
I love the orange ones. No. I guess my thing is, if I get one mum, which that's what we got, I want a yellow one. If I get 3 or 4 or 5 and I've got them everywhere, I wouldn't care to have the burnt orange color and the white and the yellow mixed together is pretty. But I don't really think any of them do as well as the yellow ones, in my opinion. Do you think?
No, they don't say it's pretty.
They don't say it's pretty. But what's your favorite color, Mom? And how do you decorate? Have you done the stacked pumpkin thing that everybody's doing? I want them. I have the same rooster on my. Oh, do you? Who said that? Randall and Sheila Maxie, do you have that old rooster up there? Mm-hmm. See that little hen there? That's a temptation hen. And she's a dish. You can serve out of her. And her the top, you can see a little handle up there. So, Mom said, where on earth am I going to store that hen? She came from a yard sale. She was extremely cheap compared to the price. Mama said, that's temptation. And so we've got all colors of temptation. You've seen different ones. Mama, she don't collect one color. She's got red and orange and brown and some green too, don't you? Mm-hmm. It's good cookware. But anyway, we picked up the little hen. I think she was $6 or $8. And if you've looked at the real ones, and Mama, I said, where on earth am I going to store that? I told Mama, I said, I know exactly where she can go. Mama said, where? I said, you'll love her. We came home, washed her up, and I set her up there with a big rooster. Mama said, that's what he needed, was a girlfriend. So she sat up there with him for a good while. But that old rooster, yeah, I think that came from, is it Kirkland? Somebody tell me? From 100 years ago.
I don't know where it
Do you remember?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't.
But we've had him a while. We never do go themey, and you all know what I'm talking about. Like, we stay with tradition on almost everything. We don't, used to. The last themey we went to was ducks. Blue, country blue, slate blue, some color. The kitchen was blue. Mama had ducks. And more ducks.
They were white ducks with blue ribbons to match them.
And they were cute for about, 6 months?
A year maybe.
And then Mama, the word got out in the family. Tootsie collects ducks.
Oh, bad.
We had, every Christmas was a duck fest. Mama had duck salt and pepper shakers, duck holders, butter dish ducks.
Napkin
ducks. Duck rings for napkin. For napkins. No. I had a friend who got in the same trap with apples. She had red apples. Red apple, everywhere. She said, I can't stand to look at her apple anymore. So, we've not gone themey since then, have we, Mama?
No.
So, farmhouse came along. That's our farmhouse edition right up there from years ago. Everything else is pretty well just traditional, standard.
Oh.
If we have a theme here, it would
be old theme.
High five, Mama. No, let me hang it. Not from my friends or hurting feelings. If we didn't plan that either. I was just going to say, if we have a theme in this house, it's old. Old. Anything old, we're in it with Mama.
Yeah, everything we got's old.
We love to thrift. We love to go to yard sales and find one little weird bowl or one little old piece of anything, don't we, Mama? Mm-hmm. And we love it, don't we?
We like a bargain, that's for certain.
We like a bargain, and we like tradition. And we like old pieces of antiques. Anyway, that's what we're working on. No themes here. So, our rooster, and he's country, he's old too. Hello, y'all. Hey, Becky, how are you? Dear never our pants, you can say. Oh, that's that little thing Facebook puts on there. I thought, what? I have the same rooster. Where'd you get your rooster? Maybe they'll tell me where I got this one. purple, orange, and rust. Susan, you like the purple? A lot of people like the purple, and if it's all purple, I think it's beautiful. We got a gal here in town. She's very crafty, very neat, everything looks so good. And not last year, maybe year before last, she did her whole porch. Every pumpkin, every flower, everything, solid white. Now you may think that would sound, it was beautiful, wasn't it, Mama?
Yeah, very pretty.
It was very pretty. Everything was white. Of course, they were white pumpkins, so they had brown stems, and she had some fodder and stuff in there with it, but it was just beautiful, crisp, clean. And I said, now that's a beautiful porch. You know, Mom and I like to get up and nose around. I mean, you know, right?
Yeah.
Mom and I like to get out and nose around and see what we can find. And here's the thing, folks. People don't decorate their porches and their sidewalks and hang up flags and stuff for nobody to ever look at it. They want you to come nosing around. I mean, I call them the nosy flag sometimes. I said, Mom, you ain't changed your nosy flag. And she knows what I mean. So we changed it the other day to all fall.
Yeah, it's fall.
It's all fall. Where y'all going? Don't turn over. So we like to get out and see what other people are decorated with and see what they've done. Mama does. She likes to take notes. Every once in a while, I get an assignment on a ride. We'll go out for a peaceful ride in the afternoon, and I get an assignment. Now, right there.
Go up yonder. Let me see theirs.
No, that's a suggestion.
Oh.
I get literal assignments. Like, you can fix me one of those right there. Or if you see something like that when you're out browsing around, you pick that up, because I'd love to have that right there. And I say, yes, Mama. Yes, ma'am. So what about the stacked pumpkins? How do you do those? Mama like to have one or two out here.
You have to get them flat.
You have to get them flat. But now, I seen one guy on here. He was using grapevine wreaths to make them flat. So, even like if he put them in there upside down so he could have a flat bottom and someone got the big tops and stuff, he was putting them on grapevine wreaths, and then he would set them down in it, and it would have a little cushion. Then he would put a smaller wreath. And he said that his wreaths were 6 or 7 years old, that he just bought them and kept them. And he stacked his pumpkins. And I thought, well, there's the way to get them flat. But I can't even hardly keep a pumpkin sitting on the ground without it getting knocked over or messed up. I can't imagine stacking them 3 high. Would you use wooden skewers, or?
A lot of them is smooth, and they'll stack. If you get the flat like pumpkins, they will stack good, because I've seen them in a lot of places.
Mama collects, for this very reason, I'm sure, those jack-o'-lantern buckets.
Yeah, I put them everywhere.
She's got them jack-o'-lantern buckets. And you can stack those.
Yeah.
And I think even the Dollar Tree, everything's $1.
I got those at.
Everything's $1 to $1.05 to $5 to whatever. They sell stacked pumpkins, like a small one, a medium one, and a large one that we could get. But if you're wanting to get the real things, and most of the pumpkins they use for stacking pumpkins are really gourds. I don't see many orange ones stacked. Most of them are those flat, multicolored, squished gourd type something. If any of y'all ever stacked any? Janice, it's Saturday. Janice says, Lordy, we're early today. We are early today, Janice. Sometimes when we're sitting here and we've had our breakfast or our brunch. Now, we're not formal. We really don't call it brunch. But if you're eating your breakfast at 9 o'clock in the morning, 9:30, you're probably having brunch. It's in between breakfast and lunch. But we usually do around one meal on Saturdays at the morning time. Either a lunch or a breakfast, or if we hit it in the middle, we call it brunch just for fun, don't we, Mom?
Yeah.
Of course, every morning starts out with coffee bright and early. And Saturdays, sometimes I cook early and have breakfast ready for Mama. But really and truly, 9 times out of 10, Mama don't want breakfast.
I don't want to eat. You used to be that way when you was a baby or little. You wouldn't eat breakfast. You'd wait till.
Johnny, I'm gonna confess why I ate breakfast.
Why?
Why I started eating breakfast? Can we confess it?
Yeah. Keeps me fussing at you.
Nope, had nothing to do with you, Mama, and it didn't start till I was fully grown. I worked, I was on a project, and I told y'all, I mentioned last night, I literally lived in a hotel. It was a nice hotel, but we lived there. We had to check out on the weekends, but we usually got our same room back, and they even had us a closet there. It was our work unit, and they would say, that's your all's closet. We all had a key. It was all work people. We could put something in there over the weekend. We didn't want to have to pack back and forth. Like, your toiletry bags, with your stuff. You don't want to just have to keep packing back and forth. So we all had a little area in there. We'd go in there and throw it in there, and then we'd go on Sunday night. And that's how you could tell who was back for the week, whose stuff was gone, if you got there late. But anyway, they had a breakfast that they served every morning. And it was a nice breakfast. And they started taking off of our daily per diem for that breakfast. Breakfast is provided. You can't claim per diem. Well, back then, since I was getting per diem, I would stop at the Starbucks in the lobby of this hotel and take coffee to work. If they were going to pay for it, I didn't care to pay. Back then, it wasn't $5, $6. It was $4. But anyway, so when they started charging us for that breakfast, I said, I'll eat it and not eat lunch. I was cheap.
Mm-hmm. That's how come you started eating breakfast. I try to make you eat breakfast, and when you was little and you wouldn't eat it, and I'd make you eat a few bites, and your daddy would say, let him alone, he don't want breakfast.
That's why, because I was too cheap. I thought, I am not paying for lunch. Taking out my per diem, if they're going to automatically take that breakfast out that I don't eat. So I started eating breakfast and skipping lunch. And then after I've done that a while, I get to when I wake up hungry. So I've never broke that habit. So every morning I'm going to eat a little bite of something. Sometimes it's something cooked, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's a piece of cheese and a piece of ham folded up, just protein. So I try to do a piece of bologna and cheese. That's good. Y'all ever been hungry but don't want to cook, and don't want to stop, and don't want to do this? Just grab you a piece of cheese and bologna, slap it together, fold it over into a triangle. It's a good little hearty meal, and it'll hold you for a good time. Some of y'all heard, I know because I do it, because it's easy. It's right there, folks, and it's not healthy. Processed meat's not healthy. Cheese ain't healthy, but it's at least just something to start the day with. But I would like to I'm going to try to get out of breakfast. Look at Mama looking at me sideways.
We always had to eat breakfast. When I was little and growing up, Mommy fixed a big breakfast every morning. Biscuits, gravy, eggs, sometimes.
I really could get by with just coffee. I can sip around on a couple, 3 cups of coffee, and I feel pretty good with it.
We ate before we went to school, she said.
But now you don't like it.
Well, I was raised on it, but I sleep late. That's when I had to get up early all the time.
Mama, you're chomping.
Oh, I know it. I'm slopping. Slap. I was lapping up the water.
Since we have moved Maggie over here right behind us, y'all get to hear it loud and clear every time. Maggie, you're embarrassing in front of her friends.
You've heard her finish.
That's about her limit. The raised bowls have been great for Maggie.
They've helped her.
They've helped her eating. She was eating enough, but I think it was her foot. Because when she would bend over, she had to put more pressure on that foot. So I started noticing her when she was bending over to her bowls. And those bowls that we used to use were just old crock bowls. But they were safe for her to eat out of. But when she would lean down, I'd see her doing this with that foot. And as soon as I seen her doing that, I told Mama, I said, it hurts her foot when she eats. And I've had to start giving her more medicines throughout the week. Used to, it was rare. Now, a couple of times a week, she hurts a little bit.
The other evening, she was pitiful, crying.
Yeah. Well, she's not crying. What it is she starts licking at it, and then she'll kind of make a little whimper. And I think it's just because she's licking it, because when she's not licking it, she's not whining. It's just
it's hurting her, though.
Mama feels sorry for her. I do too.
Yeah.
But if Mama hears her, sometimes she'll call me at work and say, "Can I give her one of those?" Mama, you can always give her one, but I try to not give her too many because the doctor said it's as needed. It's the equivalent of like a Tylenol, I think. Doggy Tylenol. I don't know. I'm not a vet. But anyway, the raised bowls are helping her. And see, they come up off the ground quite a ways there.
They will go higher, but
they will go higher
but
for a bigger dog.
Short.
But at that level, she just walks straight up, puts her head in there, and loves it. It wasn't that easy to transition at first. I was afraid. But I had to...
Here's countdown. That didn't sound like a number. Try again.
Chatterbox is on today.
What was
10,
it?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
What's going to happen?
Wow!
How?
I can also count down from other numbers. Just say, tell countdown to start from 30.
She's never done that before.
Pow! She said.
That's funny.
I have no idea, folks.
Where'd that come from?
I'm going to warn you ahead of time.
Well,
I don't know what was going on. Some of these people on here right now can vouch for me. I was sitting here talking last night, and all these balloons just floated up.
On what?
On the screen.
Where'd they come from?
I don't know, Mama. And then, in a few minutes, a big bubble came up and had a thumbs up hand in it, and it just floated away.
Well, I ain't never seen that.
So when you're sitting here and this starts happening, I updated my ISO to 17 or whatever that was at the offering. And so that's it. Mama, would you get mad if we go out and look at the porch today?
Oh, it looks bad.
Mama wants it to look perfect before y'all see
Well,
it.
you can show them it's better than it was. It's bad yet, but it's better than it was.
Y'all want to see the porch, are you through with us today? If you want to see the porch, shoot us up some hearts or thumbs or something. Because I don't want to keep you on here if you don't want to fill with it. I mean, it's just a remodel.
Well, no, it's an addition. It ain't remodel.
Well, I mean, yeah, we'll decide.
It's a remodel addition.
There's some hearts and thumbs. Okay, we'll go out and look.
Oh,
We won't keep you terribly long. Let's go, Mama. We'll show them that way. And then you can see the final product, and it'll be kind of like a before and after. You need a before and after, so you know what you missed. This wasn't true before, because, well, as Mama says, it's an addition, but it's also a, here's the other refrigerator in the sunroom. I said, Mama's going out to the other, this is it. You can never have just one refrigerator.
they got their tools out here yet, and buckets and ladders.
So this is the original swing I used to do Sunday school on. That's the kitchen window you all see with the ironwork on it. And this is the swing, and the window was right here, right where that cabinet is. Where this beam is, was the windows. I'm going to flip you all. Now, mind the dirt and the clutter.
And the saws and the equipment.
And the equipment and the sound. So here's Mama in the original sun porch. Mm-hmm. And it came over to here. So we were sitting down here, and Mama said, I wish this was bigger and we could use it more. Mama, you tell them.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
we don't have room to put a lot of stuff in. But now this is my swing. I sit in a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I claimed this swing in the summer because the air conditioner's on that end, and he can have that one. And in the winter, the fireplace is going to be in the middle, so I'm going to claim that swing in the winter.
So we had these cabinets put in. These are just farmhouse cabinets. And this will give Mama a little extra storage for Tupperware and what have you. Now, they just varnished this yesterday, so this butcher block is the countertop that will go in that spot right there. So that's the little bank of cabinets. Go on over there, Mama, and show them what
I'm in my old clothes.
Yep, that's what you get for laying around all day not getting
And
sleep.
these chairs were in the porch on the other little one, and we just throw those sheets and things.
This is where they have lunch and stuff.
They sit
But see that it's an enclosed porch with the windows, but we can sit out here and really enjoy the beauty. And
all out the windows.
we can use it right here's the most beautiful sunsets comes through this window, and they come right through that mountain right there.
Beautiful.
So you can just sit here and enjoy the sunset. Right here in this section is going to be a gas insert fireplace. So that's what Mom was talking about. She'll sit on this end where the swing is in the winter. And there's the air conditioning unit. It's just for this room. It's just to insert air conditioning. See the beautiful, you can't see out windows inside like this, but it's mountains. Our neighbors is right there, but it's fields and mountains and hills. And it's just our restful, peaceful place. And this is what we're talking about. Create spaces in your house that you can vacation 365 days out of the year. And I'd rather do that as what we did is we've not gone on vacation in 2 or 3 years, partly because
You've not.
Mama's down the road. She keeps the roads hot. I've not gone anywhere. We've not gone anywhere together in several years partially because of Maggie. But also, I have had this in my mind. I refer to this as my retirement porch. Now, it may not get used for a few years, but it will get used when retirement time comes. We tried to match the tile in the sunroom because 16 feet of the end of this was already in that kind of tile. But we had to go with something different. So I didn't want to try to match it, so we matched it to the hardwood in the rest of the house, which this is it. This is tile. It's plank tile. It's the same color as the hardwood in the house,
Gunstock.
which is a gunstock. So it's gunstock colored tile, and there's a spacer.
He's had them out there. It's on that table.
And it looks like hardwood, which is neat for the porch. There's more of the color of it, I'm thinking we're seeing. And let's see, I froze up comment. Let's see what y'all are saying. Love the enclosed porch, so fun for you. It will be nice. And when Mama has her family over, our family over, it'll be a place to come and hang out and gang up. And you'll see us out here doing some green beans, and we'll be having some get-togethers, I'm sure. We always have.
We got 3 fans out here for you.
Oh yeah, fans. I'm going to have fans everywhere I am. These are just from Lowe's, if you're interested in them. They're indoor-outdoor fans with those neat-looking lights. I just thought they kind of looked old. But we will enjoy it. This is what we enjoy most, is just staying home and doing the simple things and having peace at home. So those were pretty deep. I told Mama, I said, these will hold a bunch of Tupperware, but probably not enough. But it's handy to have a little extra storage. Let's see, I'll show you what's out back here. The garden is about It's not near as pretty as it was when y'all last seen it.
It's gone.
It's gone.
All my mustard.
Mustard and green onions are still right here. This is the steps I was talking about when I said if we had a real fireplace, we would have to go up and down these steps with the wood and the ashes. We got to repaint these. This is where they brought stuff in and out. But see the poor little garden. It's about how to say. But the back patio, we come out here and swing too. This is our little, well, Mama, we got some leaves out here. It's time. Well, fall has fallen. And that's the backyard. And look at this side. Whew.
That's got to be a lot of work though.
Look at all that prep area. So here we are. I'll show you this beautiful view down through there. Love to just sit out here and look at those mountains and whatever critters makes their way through the yard.
Oh, there's a little squirrel run from the hickory nut tree down towards the garden.
Down there's Mama's raised bed. We talked about the big bed.
When I was out here swinging, I watched it.
Now this old antique here, he sits right here because that little cupboard right there, Mama keeps garden tools in.
No, I've got quilts and blankets and pillows.
You've moved.
Everything's still.
You was keeping a hoe in there.
Yeah, I put quilts in it.
Well, Mama, look at you.
Oh, quit looking at me. I said, I ain't dressed this morning right for company or nobody else.
Well, Mama, they've seen it ugly now.
Yeah.
When you get it prettied up, they'll say, well, she did a good job. That place was a brick.
Salt and buckets and everything.
Mama has trouble with the concept of you got to break a few eggs to make an omelet. You got to have a mess for a minute, Mama.
We've had a mess.
I'll tell you something on her. She was out here mopping this the other day in between construction. I said, Mama, why are you mopping? Because it's dusty. And I said, Mama, it's going to get dusty tomorrow. And she said, yeah, but it won't be today's dust.
I cleaned all these windows. I got them.
She loves a project. So, yeah, she got these windows cleaned even before.
Well, I had to clean them before they put the blinds all up, but I got them all cleaned.
So that's the porch project we've been talking about, and we are glad to be getting to the end of it because now we can get to the enjoyment of it. Maggie's, did you hear? She's mad. She is mad because we were gone that long. That's what we're dealing with the old girl. We didn't take her out there with us, and she's mad.
Hey, baby, leave you in here?
You hear her running to Mama?
Yeah, we left you in here, didn't we? Yeah.
You hear her whining?
Uh-huh. Yeah. You want to go out there?
Mama's making up to her. Folks, we're absolutely doing nothing today except wasting your time. So we're going to go, and we're going to say, y'all have a blessed Saturday. Enjoy yourself. It's beautiful here. I hope it's beautiful where you are. Get you a cup of coffee. Get out and about and do something fun. Make a memory or two today. It's fall. It's time for memories.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it, Mama?
Oh, yeah. Have fun.
If Mama didn't have reunion from the first class to ever graduate.
No, it was not the first class that ever graduated.
What year did you graduate, Mama?
67.
67. Mama, that's
what days ago.
67.
33.
It's not that far away from my graduation, really, if I think about it. If she didn't have that, there's a big pumpkin festival a couple of counties over that we go to quite often just to go and absorb all that beautiful pumpkins.
They have the hugest pumpkins.
They have to. They have to move them with tractors on that wooden forms, and they lift them up. They're so big. I mean, they are 400, 500, 600 pound pumpkins, 1,000-pound pumpkins. I don't know. They're huge. Never seen such pumpkins. But they're beautiful, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
And then you go over there, and what you do, we go over there, we come home, we're like, this place looks like a dump.
Yeah, it is.
There ain't a thing out here but that one lonely mom.
They decorate really pretty and have a lot of stuff.
I'm kind of glad we ain't going.
Yeah.
We
But
have that.
they've got town decorated.
Town is pretty. Mama will be down there today looking at it because she's right there in the center of town. And her little event is, and she'll be coming home going, I think I do want a fodder shock and some pumpkins. Those were awful pretty.
I don't think I want to fool with it this year. Then I have to clean it up.
I'm going to give somebody out there a good idea. Okay? Some of you companies, listen to my words. I'm going to make you rich.
Yes.
I would do it myself. I just ain't got time. Or manufacturing, or a warehouse, or people to do it like you do. But if you have got the company that makes Christmas trees, if you can make a Christmas tree, you could make a fodder shock. If you had artificial fodder shocks that look real as the Christmas trees do, that I could put up out there, I'm thinking, Mama, I'm working here.
I'm sorry.
I'm thinking if you would put two umbrellas upside down together, I'm doing concept here. I know real umbrellas wouldn't work. That would have a bow I could put in the middle, and I could just set this thing up like a timer, like an hourglass timer, but make it look better. And I could just put a bow in the middle, but it looked like corn, artificial corn, that wouldn't get all over the yard, that wouldn't blow down, that I could stake down. Christmas tree companies, listen up. Don't you stand there and act like you wouldn't say, order me two of them.
I would probably say that.
Christmas
if they
tree.
look good, I would.
Christmas tree companies, make us some artificial fodder shocks that we can put in our yard, and we don't have to try to find corn and hold it up.
We used to raise corn and had fodder shocks, and we used to have hay.
We used to give fodder shocks to people. It's a go there and get all you want. Corn's gone, get the fodder.
And had hay, that square bales of hay and stuff, and knew he'd done it. Now you've got to find them, buy them, hunt them, or get somebody to come in and do it.
We still got it here somewhere, I'm sure. We had an old gal that it was a turkey.
I've still got her. She's
Oh, I
in
know.
the basement.
We called her Turkey Lurkey, and we set her on the front porch and crossed her legs. She was as tall as Mama. Beak, hat, dress, nice little girl. And we would always put her out. We'd put fodder shocks out there. We'd put pumpkins, wagon wheels. Mama went all out for those things. But I'm telling you, even back when we had all the fodder we could ever use or want to use, I didn't like fooling with it because you had to, and I always get cut from it. But anyway, that's beside the story. You have to bundle it up. You have to pull it out just so to get it from falling over. I would take rebar poles and drive them in the ground and slide them down over it. They would stand, but it was a lot of work, people. If I'd had an artificial fodder shock that I could have just
Pop up and put out.
I would have used it. Now, I know how real Christmas trees look and how beautiful they are. And they're about the right height. If y'all can do that, you can do a fodder shock. They could, Mom.
They come out with artificial fodder shocks. You'll take credit for it, won't you?
I sure will. I'll tell you what else I take credit for. And you will never convince me any different. I don't know if I shared this story with y'all or not. We got a thing here we call Bermuda grass. And it grows fast and it grows hard and it'll grow up and then it just dies out and you got a brown looking yucky grass. Right in front of our house used to be a big old area and it was raised. We've sloped it down a lot now. Mama filled that whole area, as big as this kitchen or greater, full of daylilies and blue red junipers, which is an evergreen, and little round balls of evergreen bushes. She filled it full of mulch, or she had them fill it full of mulch. She had to go somewhere on one Saturday. One of my chores was to pick the Bermuda grass out of around the rocks of this huge flower bed. She said, get out there and get that Bermuda grass out of those rocks. And I said, I will. And I had every intention of doing it. I really did.
I know where you're going with this.
And I got out there and picked on that old Bermuda grass for over an hour. And I got about a spot about 3, 4, 5 feet long. And I said, this is crazy. I will just light this mess. And it'll burn as brown as it can be. Oh, it burned quick, just like I thought it would. And there was no labor involved. But I didn't know, as a young child of age 16, 17, that mulch would burn. Nobody put that out there. Let this be a public service announcement.
It would. You should have realized it would have burned.
Mama, I can spend 15 minutes trying to get a piece of wood to burn. I figured that grass would just go whoosh, be gone. It was. I figured correctly. It was just a side note. That mulch will burn too.
And your blue red junipers will burn too.
I lit that patch of grass on one flick. It circled that flower bed. It got in that flower bed. There was flames higher than my head a-going. Thank goodness it was a 30-second thing, or I would have been devastated. I guess I would have burnt the house down. The whole flower bed caught afire. Well, it was fine. And I looked and I said, wow, that was easy. This whole thing's clean. Even inside, I don't have to do nothing. And look how pretty the evergreens look. They were shiny. That fire brightened them up. Mama come home and she said, wow, you did great. And I said, well, I burned it. I burned it out. And she said, well, it looks good. You did good. Yeah. Went to get the mail 2 days later, and I noticed some of the junipers was turning a little brown.
A lot brown.
Around the edges. I knew immediately that will be a death sentence because I have burnt every bush in this bed. They all had those singe of brown on them. And they all looked like they was going to get worse. I was 17, 16, and I could drive. I went to the local, well, maybe it was the TGNY, or maybe it was a Walmart, I don't remember back then. I went and bought a can of Krylon evergreen enamel.
Forest green, I think.
Forest something. It looked like them bushes. And I painted every bush out there. I had to wait till Mom was gone. I painted the brown, I painted the orange, I painted everything because it was dead. All up under them had died. Mama hadn't said much about it, but as soon as I seen it, I knew what I had to do. I went and I painted every bush up there. And you never did really pay attention to it.
Oh, I didn't know it was painted though. I didn't go in there.
I knew it. And every day I'd go out there with a can of spray paint. And that was when kids could buy spray paint. You didn't get carded or nothing. And I don't know how many cans of paint it took, but every day I'd go out there and patch it up. So I finally fessed up a year or so later, and I was telling someone, I said, I can't believe you painted your mama's bushes like that. And I said, I had to, but they grew back. It didn't kill them. The next year, they were better. You see it on TV all the time, that green paint for your bushes. I think the word got out that I'd done it.
I don't know if that was it.
I think the word got out that I had to paint those bushes, and I think that somebody nabbed that idea and ran with it. And now you can order it for $19.99. Check or money order, or whatever it says on those infomercials. And you can paint your bushes too, but I'm telling you, I used patio furniture paint back in the day. That was the prototype for it. It's a true story.
It is a true story.
First time one of my friends seen the infomercial, that comment said, "You've been robbed." I said, "What?" "I just seen on TV they're selling spray paint for bushes. They've heard your story." So, I'm giving this one away. Millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars, probably. So, if you're out there listening, trying to steal my ideas, you can have this one. Come up with an artificial fodder shock that looks good, looks real, that we can keep in the basement and then bring it out of you can even sell a sleeve to put it in so it'll stay fresh. Pull it out, pop it up, and stick it in the yard. Now, you could sell some of them. Some of y'all would buy them right now, I bet you. Some of y'all out there would decorate with an artificial fodder shock. So y'all stay tuned and see if it happens. I'm just doing my part.
Oh, wow. I don't know about you.
Mama? You know that I was the first ever to spray paint bushes.
I know it.
And you can buy it now.
Mm-hmm.
So this little fodder shock idea that I came up with driving down the road this week, that's going to take off. I've just told all of our friends. Somebody out there.
Should come up with it, huh?
One of y'all out there surely own a company that makes Christmas trees. Or you work there or something. I'm telling you. All right, Mama. We may be back later on. If we cook something good, we will. If not...
I won't be cooking. I'll be gone.
Mama, 2 to 4.
Well, that's enough. I'll be tired. 2 to 4.
If I cook, I'll come back and tell you all about it. I heard a rumor over brunch this morning that we have chicken broth.
No, it might not come true.
You Southerners know. Anytime there's chicken broth available, homemade, rich, thick, delicious chicken broth, there's a chance that a dumpling could be lurking out there sometime soon. May not. Don't get your hopes up. But that could be a Southern Sunday luncheon, Mama. I'm just throwing that out there like the fodder shock idea.
Yeah.
I'm seeing if I throw it out there, if somebody will take it and run with it.
Take it. I don't know.
What else could you think of that would be better than some delicious chicken and dumplings? Maybe even a little bit of dressing.
Chicken pot pie would be all right.
Yeah. I do love your chicken pot pie.
Chicken casserole.
I do love your chicken casserole.
Let's see, what else can we have? There's more ideas.
You could use chicken broth to make rice.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like we having chicken with something.
That's right.
We'll see. I've got to go fill this cup up. Mm-hmm. That's about heating. It's about cold. But I'm going to put me some hot right in there on top of that. And I don't care. A little bit of dirt and a little bit of solids don't bother me. I'm going to go right there and set one of them swings and swing for about 20 minutes.
I've been out there this morning about 20 minutes or longer, and that was really nice. It was so foggy you couldn't see nothing.
Oh, it was this morning. It was real foggy. I love fogs in the fall.
I can
Me
imagine.
and Maggie was out there before daylight, and you talk about fog. I felt like I was in downtown London on one of them old movies. If I'd heard a foghorn blow, I'd have jumped on the skin.
It was really foggy. You couldn't see
It was.
nothing.
We had a real thick fog.
If the snows was in according to that, we wouldn't get out for a week.
All right, Mama. Say goodbye.
Goodbye, Mama. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Y'all have a blessed day. Bye.
Bye-bye.